All right, so thanks for joining me. In this video, what we're going to do is we're going to do a few reaction clips. I'm going to browse TikTok. Actually, this is my second time doing this. I've already recorded one video that'll go out on my Trader's Fly channel. But what we're going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and now I've signed up. I did an options reactions video that you'll see. You'll be able to see probably come Monday, Tuesday. And then I'm doing this one, and let's check out how this goes. So this is my second time around looking at some videos, but it'll be fresh new videos. So I'm going to see what's going on TikTok a little bit more. I already browsed the options world, so I'm going to go ahead and check this out here in the world of just in general stock market or investing. So I signed up for an account. I don't know, last time I don't think I was able to view the full video, so now I've got an account. Ooh, cool dark theme. So let's see what we've got and do some ideas.
Everyone tells you to invest, but no one actually tells you what to invest in. But I will. First is VTI, or the Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund, which helps you diversify over 3,000 to 4,000 companies. Next is VOO, which tracks the S&P 500 or the top 5.
Okay, these are pretty good in a simple way, investment-wise. It's basically an ETF. In most cases, just like with Vanguard, you could also do the SPY investments if you want, or QQQs if you want to be a little more tech-heavy.
100 companies in the United States. Fine. It includes Walmart, Target, Amazon, Apple, and Microsoft. Next is DIA, which tracks the Dow Jones Industrial Average 30.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, it makes sense. Okay, all right. Good. All right, let's see. Let's look at how to avoid.
99% of new traders make this one very common mistake. That mistake is this. You have a resistance line from a previous high. Price ends up breaking this line. Now, most breakout traders will enter this trade as soon as this line gets broken in real time. A lot of times this will be a false breakout though.
Yeah, it's true. There's, stocks like to retest things multiple times, not just once.
Because it's a liquidity grab, meaning this is the area where big institutions will start entering shorts, which means...
Not really. They're not always looking at little things or time frames like this. Again, it depends on the time frame. It could be a daily or a weekly or monthly. So yeah, that's possible. But if it's kind of like on a 5-minute charts, there's institutions aren't going to be trading like just looking at those resistance lines or levels. They're looking for capital management much more so, and liquidity things where it's a liquidity game for them. And then if they want to manipulate the stock a little bit more, they will do it across multiple weeks and months if they need to, if they have the capital.
Means if you entered a long on this breakout, it would have been a losing trade and you would have lost money.
See, the reason I think this is a shorter term trade is because just the skyrocket of this, it's probably not a daily or a weekly chart. It's probably more like a 5-minute.
If you want to drastically raise the chance of you not entering a false breakout, here's how you do it. Instead of entering a long right when price breaks this resistance, you need to wait for the candle to close. The body of this closed candle needs to close above the resistance. If it's just the wick of this candle above, like this, it does not count. Once a candle closes with the body...
Yeah, you could wait for the close. You could actually also, if you want to increase your chances, you could also go... I guess I can't... can I draw in there? No, my drawing thing isn't working. But you could also wait for it to go up, pull back, and then push higher. So retesting that support. But, in that case, you're entering maybe later, and it doesn't always retest the support.
Body completely above the resistance, you can then enter your long.
Yeah. So anything that you do that can increase the probability, or even wait for a second candle for confirmation. But then again, you've got less range maybe on the upside. So that's a little bit of the issue. So there's a trade-off there. You could also just nibble 5 shares instead of 100 shares and, nibble another 5 the next day, kind of thing, or nibble the rest of your position, or just, add and build to the position rather than getting a full position right away. And that's just capital management. Managing capital better is more important than just looking for a bar or a candle, in other words. Okay, let's see. What do we got here? Next 3 days. Let's see. What is this?
Do it alone. Do it broke.
Okay, I don't know. The music's kind of weird. Okay. Top 5 stocks under $5.
Top 5 stocks under $5. 1. TIO Stock Tingo Group. This is a fintech and agriculture company operating in...
Okay, so the problem with cheap stuff is it's cheap for a reason. So I will say $5 stocks people like them because they can buy a lot of shares, and you might be able to 10x or 20x or 50x your money. But the problem, the big issue is there's not a lot of stability. And let's say you had a $100,000 account, it might be fine to go ahead and put in $2,000 here, $1,000 there, $1,000 there, and that's how you might trade penny stocks. But cheap stocks, they just don't do much, and sometimes for years. And
in Africa, this company's financials is insane, with 850 million in revenue and 386 million in gross profit in Q1 alone. Even after this big move up for a highly profitable growth company, this is undervalued at $540 million market cap. 2. SMRT Stock Smart.
Value is just, relative to what a person's willing to pay. I might say, well, I'll buy that stock for $20 for a share, but I'll only buy one share. So my value, it's like, hey, if my wife wants a watermelon, it's $50, and let's say she's pregnant, I'm gonna go get it. But I'm not gonna put all my money in it, right? I'm not gonna buy 5,000 watermelons because they'll, rot away.
Rent. Real estate technology company. Revenue was up 60% from last quarter. 3. VLD. This is a 3.
Revenue, be careful when you're looking at just those things. This is sometimes can be hype. You might have a lot of debt on hand too, right? So you have to think about that.
A printing company for metal parts. Profitability is improving and revenue is up 120%. 4. ENIC, a Chilean utilities company with a 12% dividend. And 5.
Okay, the bigger the dividend, the worse the stock usually is. So you could see a dividend of 20%, but that usually means it's a crappy stock because they're trying to make it up for you in the dividend. Hey, we'll give you a big dividend, but our stock price is going down. In the past, stocks like Apple didn't give a dividend at all because the stock was just doing so well and performing well. So be careful with dividends.
Starbucks stock. This company operates payment solutions, digital.
Starbucks. Reminds me of Starbucks. Starbucks. Anyway, okay, cool. Okay, let's see. Stocks are buying in June.
3 stocks that I'm buying this month. First stock is Tesla. Electrical cars are just the future of this world, and it has fallen just 50%, which means you could double your money when the market returns back to normal. The second stock is
when was this done?
Shopify. We all know e-commerce is growing very fast and growing very strong, and I think that's what gives Shopify a lot of potential to get back to its normal level.
These are
your money. Third is JP Morgan.
Okay, so these are not like penny stocks. Okay, that's fine. That's a personal taste. Look, you could go in these types of stocks. Makes sense. Hey, no problem. Okay, let's see here. What else we've got? Let's see. Don't tell people you trade. Buy stocks I'm probably never selling. Let's see here.
When you first get into trading, don't tell anybody that you're trading. Don't tell your family, don't tell your friends, do not tell anybody. There is not a single person in this world that understands trading like a trader. Only trade.
I will agree with that. There's not a lot of, at a personal level, many people will not understand that until you get into the deeper weeds of trading. Personal relationships, even accountants. I run into accountants periodically, and even they don't even understand trading, how it works, behaves. It's just not the natural way, or the way things work and operate in the trading world is not what humans are geared or programmed for. And it's a lot of reprogramming that I have to do in the coaching and mentoring programs when I work with people one-on-one, is the behavior shift. So yeah, absolutely.
Traders are going to understand the complexity of it, and the patience and the discipline and how much time it takes to put in to be successful. Every single person around you that is not in the space of trading is going to say it's gambling, you're risking.
Yeah, there's a lot of that negativity. People will have that bias behind it right away because they've touched on it once or twice, and yeah, there will be a lot of bias behind that kind of thing. So as for not telling people in the early stages, maybe a close few could be okay, but yeah, be mindful, because there will be more negativity that'll come your way for sure.
All this shit, it's a waste of time. It's all negative. When I first started trading, I went to my parents about it, and all I heard was negative, because at that time.
Yeah, that's kind of sad, unfortunately. The parents should, I would think, be encouraging in most cases. As if you don't know the industry, then you can say I don't know, but be mindful, right? Okay, that's fine. Let's see. That's the accounts. Let's see Want to make more money? Don't do this. Let's see.
This is what my stock portfolio currently looks like right now, and I'm going to be telling you guys one thing not to do, which helped me make this much money in the stock market. That one thing not to do is not to get caught up with day trading and not trying to get rich so fast.
I agree with that. That's true. A lot of people try to get into day trading and so on. Day trading is a business, yeah, but you got to learn to spread your money. I find oftentimes people that focus and pump day trading, they don't have a lot of money. It's just a fact of the accounts I've seen. It's also just the nature of spreading capital out. Let's say we're dealing with $25 million, and sometimes I'm looking at hedge funds and different things that deal with a lot more money. You're not going to be putting on a day trade or a single trade. What you're going to be doing is you're going to be spreading capital out in different zones, different spots, different areas. You're going to look at some long-term, some mid-term investments, some short-term, but day trading, it's usually people, you play mailbox money, lunchbox money, that kind of thing. And it's fine here and there, but, and you could put on larger positions, but that's where you can get burned. Cause let's say you got a $10 million account. And if you put on one big trade for $10 million that day, you're going to move the stock more than likely. Depending on the stock you trade, maybe not if you're trading a larger stock. And then when you want to get out, that's a problem. And if you're doing a cheap stock, well, in that case, you're going to move the stock and have a problem with it. So yeah, it's, so you're not going to put like, large cap in there, but you could, put in like, let's say 200 grand, do a little push and sell that stock off later on.
As many of my followers know, I'm a long-term investor and I don't day trade. If you just take a look at AMC over the last 5 years, they're losing money. I'm not saying.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that pumped AMC, and I made videos about that before. I'm like, stop, it's just
that no one can make money this way.
In fact, a lot of YouTubers have pumped AMC many times, and I've gotten a lot of comments on AMC is amazing. Oh, wait till next week and this kind of stuff. And it's just like, I feel bad for those people that kind of get into those trades and then they can't get out.
But the truth is that if you're barely starting to invest, you're probably going to lose money on stocks like this. You're completely better off just putting your money in the S&P 500, QQQ, or ARK.
Yeah, for sure.
Literally, all of the gains I have made are from long-term investments. Now, I am
Good for you, buddy.
By no means rich, but I am definitely happy with what I have made, and it has been all safe. I have not been stressed about the market dropping at all, or about me having to sell at
He's trading in his comfort zone. That's good. Hey, awesome.
A certain point. I just want to help you make money in stocks.
Okay, I wouldn't say it's low risk, but it is risk, right? Low is relative to a person, but yeah. Okay, let's see. Okay, how to invest in the stock market for beginners.
So how do you get your money to go work for you in the stock market? The first thing that you're going to need to do is open up a brokerage account. So a brokerage account, that's just a fancy way of saying the app on your phone or the web.
Yeah, but probably not Robinhood, I would say.
Website that you go to buy and sell stocks. So there's going to be a lot of these apps. There's going to be a lot of these websites.
There are. If you're going to later get into options, I would say Tastyworks or Thinkorswim would be the ones to go with.
Sites where you can buy and sell stocks. So when you sign up, you're going to have your...
But as for the other brokers' accounts, probably doesn't matter too much. Just be careful. Make sure they have a good order flow. Some brokers don't fill properly or as well, or it's just a bigger discussion than what I can talk about here, but just be mindful. Choose a bigger broker and maybe one you can call on the phone in case you have a question and so on, especially at the beginning.
Brokerage account up and running. From that point, you can transfer money from your bank accounts to your brokerage account. So when you transfer that money from your bank account to your brokerage account, there's going to be cash sitting in your brokerage account just waiting for you to do something with it. The next step is going to be for you to use that money and then buy some stocks. In essence, stocks, they are just units of ownership. They are represented.
Yeah, okay, makes sense. All right, let's do maybe one more, let's see. I don't know, which one do we want to do here? Oh, the trend is the most common mistake. I don't know. Let's see. I like this kid on the option trading. I did one with him on another video. Okay, bad language. Might have to edit that one. Okay, let's try stock market changed my life in a year. Learn the difference. Okay, stop putting your in stocks, you'll lose all your money.
Stop putting your money in stocks, you'll lose all your money. First of all, there are many ways to make your money grow in the stock market. There's investing, and then there's trading. The difference between the two is the classification of risk. With long-term investing, you hold only the best companies for 3 to 5 plus years. This makes it the safest way to make your money grow in the stock market, especially with average returns of 10% each year.
I'd say for most people, yeah, buy and hold is probably the way to go if you just, you know, look at
With trading, on the other hand, the only value you're looking for in a company is quick gains. This is mostly based off patterns.
Yeah, you're looking for momentum, probabilities, edge, that kind of thing, and also just consistency.
Predictions, and oftentimes people lose a lot.
Yeah, in most people don't know what they're doing in there, so yeah, I would say there's a lot of people, yeah, they go too big, too fast, too soon.
So please, don't get trading and investing confused. The stock market is a great way to make your money.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So anyway, hope this gives you a little insight to, you know, some of the videos there, and a little insight on some thoughts regarding some of the things on TikTok, trading, investing, and so on. And if you enjoyed this video, let me know, and I'll be happy to post some more as I have some free time here and there, maybe, or just some maybe fun moments to play around with. Maybe we can do these live at some point. Anyway, take care. Bye-bye.